This playthrough is rated T for teen. Would you believe having a maniacal rabbit as the leader of the free world isn't the worst thing to happen to America? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Sam X Save the World, Episode 4, Abe Lincoln Must Die. And now the titular Abe Lincoln has appeared, so how will he die? Well, we need to beat him in a contest for the presidency of the United States because he's being manipulated by Chuckles and whatever's going on there. So now we're going to have to figure out how to beat him. So, well, like how to beat some politicians, we got to make them tell the truth. Although, weirdly enough, sometimes them telling the truth doesn't change things, because, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on with this comedic game. Sometimes it is kind of hard to laugh at a game with all the satire in this game. A lot of it has become worse or true in other, after this game came out, so it's hard to, like, you know, it's weird. Anyway, let's see what Speedball says if he's in a different area this time. I forgot to shut off last episode. Whee! Alright, let's see what you have to say, Bug.
Okay, here's what he said.
Just step away from the door, please. Yes, sir, that is all I say.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I think that's different from, like, when he was at the other door, so. Alright, let's go win the debate against Lincoln. Yeah, he seems to know the right words to say. He has his script, or his speech writer right there in his ear. And he's got those cue cards, so let's show those off really quick. Yeah, I didn't click on those last episode because there wasn't really a need to. But, oh yeah, let's use, actually, did I ever use this guy?
Nah.
Nope, okay, I didn't think it worked. Okay.
Nah.
Okay, can't use it on you. Can we use it on Chuckles? I mean, we actually do have to use this guy, but, for a puzzle, but.
I can't get close enough to him to use the bug.
Okay. Well, we have to use on Lincoln, so let's get this one out of the way now for another puzzle.
Mr. Lincoln, would you like to say a few words to the audience?
Thank you. This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come. Today is the day we return America to greatness. I stand here at the steps of the White House, not above the people, but with the people. Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time. I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man. The time to act is now. Thank you.
I've heard better addresses from the 411 operator.
What did you just say?
Hey, Lincoln! Captain Ahab called. He wants his beard back.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
Save it for the debate, Max.
I believe the 411 is supposed to be the white pages or whatever, so. Alright, I think, didn't we... Okay, after we made Lincoln angry. Oh yeah, let's grab the listening device. Okay, so we needed that for something else, so... Alright, let's take a look at these cue cards.
It's the cue cards for Lincoln's speech. I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country.
Yeah, he's been saying all that, so let's switch things around.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Alright, so we have to use this on his, the debate part, so let's go back to the debate. So, luckily it just switches back into it, so... Alright, talked about the issues.
Mr. Lincoln, I'd like you to tell the voters your stand on some of the tough issues.
Very well.
How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
We're not quite sure what Lincoln meant by that, so it looks like, yes, the American people have decided to ignore it.
It's not so weird, they're just like, whatever. Yeah, that sounds about right for the American public, that they'll just ignore weird lines like that. They're like, oh, he's just sunstroked or something like that.
How would you describe your tax plan?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
And that doesn't really make a bit of sense, so it looks like it's politics as usual here at the debate.
Okay, I know there's other variations to the lines if you use different cue cards, because that's why we were grabbing all those cards from other places, was to use on the debate, but we'll solve them and just miss out on a few lines of dialogue, so it's not a big deal.
Where do you stand on religion and schools?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Did we hear that right? Lincoln just came down against both religion and education. Wow, that's gotta hurt him in the polls.
I like the reference to Nader. Only people who were know that guy or were around at the time of American politics know even what that's about. So, all right, we need to change his cards again. So let's look at the inventory. Yeah, you gotta get him to say bad things, so people are like, "What? Oh, terrible," you know. But anyway, let's see. Let's put free home delivery up now.
Free home delivery.
All right, sought him again. And yeah, since Max didn't look up on those cards, there's nothing to do with it. Basically, we were doing all the work here, so we have to go to family issues again. All right, and we can't ask that other question anymore. So that's why I mean we're going to miss out on some extra dialogue by not choosing those, but that's not a big deal. So, all right, let's choose the wrong answer first.
How would you describe your tax plan?
Free home delivery.
We're not quite sure what Lincoln meant by that, so it looks like, yes, the American people have decided to ignore it.
Okay, it's probably the same with a lot of them. So, like I said, we're probably not missing very much. So,
How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
Free home delivery.
Ooh, an effective but very controversial proposal from candidate Lincoln. And the crowd did not like that idea one bit. Let's see how it affected the polls.
I like how Nader wants the votes, apparently. I still like the fact that just Nader can't win it. Yeah, that's how our system works. Like, if you're third party, you're 9 times out of 10 not gonna win. It had to be something pretty like major. But anyway, let's put the give me all you got on there.
Give me all you got.
Yeah, do you have any other dialogue, or is it the same?
Lincoln's really impressed the people with his family values platform.
He should stop being such a stick in the mud and get out and live a little.
Huh. I think that's for the same one before. So
Okay,
never mind. Okay. Anyway, let's finish the debate.
How would you describe your tax plan?
Give me all you got.
And candidate Lincoln has proposed one shocker of an economic strategy, which even Democrats are calling a trifle excessive. That had to have hurt him in the polls.
Just one more point for Max. Alright, so we have to do, so we're not quite done yet. We have to do something else to get this kind of like the over the edge for Max to win. So alright, let's head back to the office.
Please do not feed the submarine.
What can you feed a submarine?
Yeah, sorry,
Nothing.
I actually clicked on that, so.
Where are we going, Sam?
Alright, back to the office.
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Alright, now we were talking to like Sybil a couple episodes ago about what she's looking for in a perfect man. Did you ever think about that maybe Lincoln hits all those right scenes? So let's go back to Sybil's. Yeah, do you have any dialogue, Max? I know I asked her about that. Okay, I think.
I guess we should get back to...
When you love what...
Okay. Alright, so to do this, we need to put the campaign flyer into the service box.
What's this? A new application?
Yeah, it's for a friend of ours.
Let's see. Not the Abraham Lincoln. He's tall, distinguished, loves the theater. He sounds perfect.
That chump doesn't have half my cute, fluffy marketability.
Do you think your computer can find him a date?
Computer, nothing. This guy sounds perfect for me. Oh, but he didn't leave his phone number. Next time you see him, give him my number. I'd love to meet him.
Alright, so now we've actually, let's see if Max has a new dialogue now that I tell you that.
Sybil seemed pretty excited about going on a date with Lincoln.
Women always fall for that bad boy image.
I don't know if anyone would call Lincoln a bad boy, but
Ever feel lonely, Max?
No, I have the voices to keep me company.
alright, anyway.
I guess we should get...
When you...
Does she have any extra
Hey,
dialogue?
Sybil. How goes the dating game?
Computer-generated love is in the air.
Okay, I think it's
See
the
you
same. Okay, so anyway, we need to call her. So let's go to the office and use our phone to call her. And since we've got Abraham Lincoln's voice recorded via the bug. Oh yeah, the phone. Well, the phone will be reset at this point. So. Oh yeah, because Snowball's not on it anymore. So. Or Speedball, whatever.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Actually, what happens if you use the...
Mr. Pizza.
I stand here at the steps of the White House. The time to act is now.
Apparently, Washington is outside their delivery area.
It was a nice thought anyway, Sam.
I just love how there's so many ways to get like extra jokes or dialogue out of this stuff.
Who are you?
The White House.
This is Abraham Lincoln.
I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man.
What? I'm Abraham Lincoln. Is this one of those identity theft schemes I keep hearing about?
Wrong number.
Let's see.
Who are you?
Nobody. I just like the way this...
All right. Okay. Actually, let's call the White House now that we know Abraham Lincoln answers.
The White House.
Abraham Lincoln here.
Have you checked the baby?
Who is this? Is this that Max punk?
All right. See if you have any lines of dialogue, Max.
Sybil really seemed keen on meeting Abraham Lincoln.
What's that chump got that I don't have?
Apart from dignity, reserve, and a functioning moral compass, I can't think of anything.
Me either.
I wonder what our old pal Flint Paper is doing.
Probably sleeping off a night of two-fisted, hard-boiled action, giving two-bit thugs the what for, all on account of some dame.
Yeah, he's the coolest. This place could use a bit of remodeling.
I was saving it for a surprise, but I booked us on that mega extreme office makeover show. We just have to sign the release forms and decide where to put the whirring saw blades.
Man, if only I could get that for my house, someone to work on it for free. That'd save me a lot of money.
I guess we should get back to work.
Not yet. I'm still on my break. Okay, now.
All right. Anyway, let's call the White House.
Whee!
Or Sybil, I mean.
Who are you?
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is that you?
All right. So now we need to convince Sybil, but
Sorry, wrong number.
I was just seeing if there's any extra dialogue from that. So actually, can we call? We could call Sybil, can't we?
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is it you?
You bet. Honest Abe here.
Very funny, Sam. I have to keep this line open for his call.
Yeah, I almost forgot to have us call her now. So.
Who are you?
Sybil.
Hello?
Today is the day we return America to greatness.
What? Who is this? I'm waiting for a very important call from Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, now we can do it. So I think it only has one line of dialogue if you say the wrong thing. So.
Sybil.
Hello?
I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man.
Oh, well, Mr. President, it's just such an honor to talk to you. I saw your application, and I was wondering, would you like to go out sometime?
And then you can tell there's obvious answers here. So.
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
So, a long-distance relationship wouldn't work? Is that what you're saying? Fine, then. Call me when you're ready to commit.
Okay, let's do that again.
Who are you?
Hello?
I...
Oh, well, Mr. President, I saw your...
Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time.
Fine, then. If you're too busy, you can just say so.
Yeah, some of them. Not every single joke is fun.
Nah.
Whoops. I need Max to move out of the way so he won't mess with me.
Hello?
Let's see. What was it? Oh yeah.
I...
Oh,
Sorry, wrong number.
Okay, never mind. It's the same. I thought there was something from the bug.
I...
Oh,
Alright, remembered.
This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come.
oh my. You are a charmer, aren't you? Well then, Mr. Rail Splitter, where would you like to meet?
Today is the day we return America to greatness.
That's a very moving sentiment, Abe, but it doesn't help me. Call me back when you've decided where we should meet.
Just like, what? If I heard this multiple times, I'd be like, this guy crazy. If that's how it's working anyway, so.
This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come.
Sure, I'm excited too. Call me back when you've decided where we should meet.
Okay. Yeah, sorry for some people think I'm dragging this out. I am technically, but only for the purposes of dialogue that probably will never get, because most of the stuff's pretty obvious to figure out, you know.
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
At the White House. Got it. What time should I meet you?
I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man.
Yes, I know, Abe. You are indeed the man. Give me a call once you've gotten over yourself and can decide on a time for our date.
Yeah, I'm surprised they just have all these variations. I mean, actually, I'm not too surprised, but you know what I mean. They could have just made it where they only had a couple of answers or whatever, so to...
Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time.
I know you're under a lot of pressure, but I am too. Why don't you call me back once you've decided on a time for our date?
Okay, now we'll be done now, so. Alright, Sybil. And just go through all that rigmarole.
The time to act is now.
Oh, I love that decisiveness. I'll rush right over.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
What? I didn't catch that last part.
I will feast on your entrails and devour your soul.
What? Abe? What's going on?
See you soon. Gotta go.
So, to sum up, family values are the bedrock of this nation. Our fidelity, honesty, and loyalty to family is our most sacred asset as Americans.
Candidate Max, your rebuttal?
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Lincoln!
I believe we have a question in the audience from someone who is not Candidate Lincoln's wife.
Oh, hi, Sam. Hi, Max.
Greetings, random harlot.
Abe, I'm here. Are you ready for our date?
What? I've never seen this woman before in my life.
But on the phone, you sounded so eager to meet me.
Listen to me, America. I did not arrange a date with this woman.
Oh, so she's good enough to fool around with, but not to date?
Mr. Lincoln, I can't believe you're doing this to me.
The results from the emergency election are coming in. And it appears that former sitcom star Max has been elected President of the United States. In an unprecedented show of bipartisan solidarity, all of the country's political parties have desperately asked for a recount. Let's cut to the White House lawn to hear Candidate Lincoln's address.
You've got to be me, you idiots!
He took the news much better than expected.
Democracy? I will make you all my hypnotic slaves!
Max, that robotic Abe Lincoln will enslave the entire East Coast if we don't stop him.
Who cares? I'm the president of the U.S. Let's go bomb someone into oblivion.
Not just anyone, Max. Abe Lincoln must die.
Yes!
Roll credits. So, yeah, we had to catch him on infidelity, even though he didn't actually do the thing. So now he's all pissed off and hypnotizing people all the way.
I'm glad that I've been given...
Okay, we don't actually need to mess with that anymore, so...
I have nothing to say about that.
Okay, let's see what Max has to say. We actually have to go back to the office now.
What do we do now?
Well, I just took office, and a giant robotic Abraham Lincoln is rampaging through the streets of Washington, enslaving the populace with his hypnotic laser eyes. The answer's clear. We have to find a way to spin this.
In our own manner.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let me see if there's any other... No, these are most of the other people. So anyway, let's go to
Where
the
are we
office.
going, Sam?
Yeah, we could chase after Lincoln, but let's not do that yet.
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
It'll be fine. He'll be just running around for hours anyway. No deal. So, yeah, let's go talk to Sybil, see how she's feeling about getting duped by Lincoln, even though that was us. Yeah, we're kind of a bunch of jerks in this series, aren't we? But hey, it's all for the purposes of stopping this hypnotic scheme, so...
Hiya, Sybil. How are things in the world of computer-generated romance?
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Can you believe that guy? Never mentioning that he was married? Men are such self-centered jerks.
Preach it, girlfriend!
So you changed careers again?
Yeah, now I'm running a dating service.
Come again?
A carbon dating service. I bought this astoundingly useful machine that tells me how old things are.
I usually just cut them in half and count the rings.
There's a reason you're not invited to birthday parties anymore.
I wanted a fresh start in a new career to get my mind off that fiasco with Honest Abe. This wasn't my first choice, but I got a good deal on the carbon dating equipment online, and I couldn't afford to change my sign.
That's why your sign's not different, by the way. So...
You're having financial problems?
I'm afraid so. After my public humiliation with Lincoln, all the applicants for my dating service demanded their money back. Not to mention all the money tied up in pending litigation with the clients who watched Max's dating video.
I stated very clearly up front that viewer discretion was advised.
Believe me, I would love to just close up shop for a while and take a vacation. Forget about Honest Abe and all the lawsuits.
It was a wardrobe malfunction!
But unless I get a major windfall, I have to hope the carbon dating business takes off.
We'll see about that, I guess.
How's business again?
There's still not enough clients to make ends meet. I can't even take a vacation unless I suddenly come into a lot of money.
Who could possibly need a freelance carbon dating service?
Plenty of people! Freelance archaeologists, independent historians, rogue paleobotanists.
It's also naughty fun for your next bachelorette party.
And now that Antiques Thunderdome is getting so popular, business is bound to pick up.
Antiques Thunderdome? The show where common everyday people bring random junk from around the house to a giant steel cage match and engage in a no-holds-barred appraisal to the death?
That's the one. Now everybody is convinced they have some priceless treasure in their attic, and their home will be declared a historic monument.
Oh, by the way, paleobotanists, for those who don't know what that is, there are people who study fossilized plants and stuff like that. So it kind of works.
How does carbon dating work?
I don't know. Something about carbon-14 and half-lives and radiation.
I'm impressed with your detailed scientific knowledge. Very professional.
That's the beauty of it. I don't really need to know anything. I just aim my little machine at something and it tells me how old it is. Allow me to demonstrate. This tiki is... oh my gosh! It's 2,000 years old! This is fantastic!
Old is good?
Absolutely! I can have my office put on the National Register of Historic Places. I might even get a grant. I'd be rich!
Now, the reason we asked for that is because, remember the budget book in the White House?
Can we borrow your carbon dating machine?
No way! That machine is still my only chance to take care of my money problems. Unless I get a grant, since I'm now on the National Register of Historic Places. There's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
How would a tiki thing be? That looks like something you buy at a boutique shop or something.
See you around, Sybil. It's Sybil's carbon dating machine.
Okay.
Don't touch that, fellas. It's the only thing keeping me in business.
And we gotta help her with her money trouble. I mean, we did, we did kind of humiliate her on TV. Not on purpose, mind you, but...
What do you think of this carbon dating business, Max?
If we do not learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it.
Well said. That reminds me. What would happen if you put your finger in that electric socket again?
Only one way to find out.
Shocking.
I think Sybil could use a vacation.
What could be more relaxing than hanging out here with us?
A lot of things.
I guess we should get back to work.
When you love what you do,
Okay. I'd probably, they'd probably be fun to hang out with for a bit, but after a while, after their weird hijinks, you'd probably be like, all right, boys, you need to go. You're kind of messing with my jam. All right. Anyway, let's go back to the White House.
where are we going, Sam?
We're off.
Oh boy!
Now we need to give turn Sybil's into a put the budget towards Sybil's. So.
Finally, Mr. President, you're here.
That's the president? People will vote for anyone these days.
Obviously.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means... Never mind.
Look, Max, all the soda poppers are here.
I don't have time for foreign dignitaries. Check out all the cool stuff on my new desk.
All right, yeah, now that Sam's the president, Max, now he can do whatever he wants.
It's the official United States calendar.
12 of the hottest Supreme Court justices in their skimpiest, naughtiest swimsuits.
Even better, Max, you can actually change the official date.
Oh boy!
I'm not talking about, we can move the dates around and everything like that, so.
We now declare today April 15th, Tax Day. When writing your checks, America, remember it's spelled M-A-X.
Bad news, little pal. The last president abolished the income tax. Replaced it with a national door-to-door candy bar sale, remember?
The fiend! I'm glad we knocked his head off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy! People of Earth, we have now changed the official date.
Mark your calendars. Update your checks. All hail Max.
I think that's all.
Oh boy!
Only dialogue from that, I think.
People of Earth, we have now...
Mark your calendars. Update...
Okay, well, you can change the date to
Oh boy!
anything on this map. It's not just Passover, Easter Sunday, Earth Day, Secretary's Day, and Arbor Day, but we'll go over that in a moment. So, try to put this ribbon.
It's the Secretary of Presidential Whimsy ribbon. Looks like Max can use this to appoint someone as an honorary cabinet secretary. I'm not really thirsty.
Okay, I'm trying to remember whatever other railroad grabbed.
Oh, hi, America! I didn't see you there. As you know, I'm Maximilian I, ruler of your quaint little nation. Our borders stretch from the beautiful coasts of California to the not exactly beautiful, but still pretty nice in their own way, coasts along the eastern seaboard. At least they do now. I'm working with my executive staff, Sam, to see about getting us a little more room to work with, if you catch my drift. But don't you worry your pretty little heads about that. For now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Toodles!
And what have we done? My God.
He had pictures of himself. Relatives may...
Okay. I'm trying to remember what dialogue changes when Max is in charge. I think that's pretty much it, other than... Alright, now let's hunt the soda popper, see what they're up to. We know Wizard's West Dakota, so what about the other two?
Hey, Specs. Max, you remember... Most omnipotent exaltedness Maxama, overseer of the 9 cosmic planes. You remember Specs, the other soda popper.
We vaguely recognize our loyal subject.
What are you guys talking about?
Kiss the ring.
What? No.
They just know he's being silly, but...
What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get federal resolution on a dispute.
It wouldn't be a dispute if you...
If I what?
Nothing. Awkward.
Uh-oh.
What business do you have?
We're here to get...
Okay.
It wouldn't... If nothing. Awkward.
What have you been up to?
Winning an election. I'm now the governor of South Dakota.
Hey, just like Wizard.
No, not just like Wizard. I was the first one of us to run for office.
Like you invented it. You just... forget it.
Yeah, you could see where the joke is, so...
What are you doing as governor?
I'm fixing the problems in the state and getting it back to perfect working order. Did you know that the Black Hills are really more of a greenish gray? I've got a committee addressing the problem.
But what about the Badlands?
We're making them even worse.
Sing your theme song for us.
No, I don't sing that anymore. I want to be respected as more than just a beloved TV celebrity.
If it makes you feel better, you were never really that beloved.
Sam and I always watched your show with detached irony.
Well, you'd think he'd be getting respected if he just didn't wear that outfit anymore.
Later, Specs.
Let's see what Max has to say really quick about this before we do anything.
What are we doing here, Max?
I keep getting whiny memos about the giant robotic Abraham Lincoln who's rampaging through Washington, enslaving the populace. I guess we'd better do something about that.
Yeah, probably.
Can't you get us into the war room, Max?
I kept hearing about presidential powers, but it's all just boring bureaucratic stuff. I was hoping I'd be able to make things explode with my mind.
That's psionics.
What's the date today, Max?
I'm President of the United States, Sam. What date do you want it to be?
Yeah.
The Soda Poppers aren't the close-knit band they used to be.
They're just one inappropriate comment away from full-on violence.
Just like you and me, pal.
Gotta get your camera.
I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that.
As the president. Alright. Peepers.
Look, Max, it's our old pal. Look, Grand Imperial Warlord Maximus Optimus, keeper of the 7 Keys. It's our old pal, the former Child Star and Embarrassing Idol semifinalist, Peepers.
That's former Child Star and Embarrassing Idol semi-finalist, Governor Peepers.
What are you the governor of, I wonder?
You're a governor, too?
That's right. I got North Dakota.
North Dakota, the leftover state.
I thought it was North Dakota, still warmer than Saskatchewan.
Hey, be nice. We've got a rich and varied history.
North Dakota, hope you like snow.
North Dakota, come climb all over our big white butte. Hey! Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
I'll admit, no, most people don't mention North Dakota. It's usually South Dakota. If Dakota is mentioned at all because of Mount Rushmore.
What's there to do in North Dakota?
Plenty. Snowmen, snow angels, snow forts, snowball fights, homemade ice cream, and of course the majesty of Mount Rushmore.
That hasn't been decided yet.
Right, I spoke too soon.
What business do you have in the Oval Office?
We need the president to settle custody of Mount Rushmore.
Max has the presidential pen. Somewhere.
Just tell me where to sign.
Great, the problem is solved. But seriously, if you guys see the president, tell him we're waiting.
I mean, he is.
Max really is president now.
It was in the papers.
We haven't been watching the news back in Fargo. We've been so busy with the arms buildup.
What was that?
Did I say arms buildup? I meant Winter Paradise Toboggan and Scrapbooking Jamboree.
Uh-oh.
Can't we all just get along?
We can if we all just keep quiet and avoid another incident.
Honesty is rarely the best policy. All us presidents know that.
So long, peeps.
Yeah, we know that's a lie. Lies!
Welcome back, Governor Wizard. Here to give another demonstration on soda abuse?
That's not funny.
That's a little funny.
Why should your state get Mount Rushmore?
Because they just want it for tourism. But my plan will save lives. It'll become a monument to soda abuse prevention. People will realize that just like Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and the other guy, they too can overcome their crippling addiction to carbonated beverages.
George Washington never had a soda addiction.
Why do you think he needed false teeth?
Well, it's probably just bad DNA and all that fun stuff, so.
How did West Dakota become a separate state?
The 3 of us ran for governor together. We got along so well during the campaign, and we were all such former TV celebrities that all 3 of us won. The voters realized they'd elected 3 governors for only 2 states. That's when the unpleasantness began.
Why did you all run together? Why would that never?
What was the unpleasantness?
We fought for a long time about how to divide up the states.
There was almost a war.
But we divided everything up fairly and all agreed that Mount Rushmore should be in the South.
We did not! You!
I what?
You! Oh, never mind.
Ooh, it's getting up there again, so.
What was the unpleasantness again?
We almost went to war over who should get control of Mount Rushmore. And it's all 'cause Specs and Peepers.
What? Yeah? What?
You? Oh, never mind.
Something's gonna have to happen here, huh?
Thirsty?
Yes! But you're not going to offer me a soda, are you? You know I can't resist them.
We wouldn't do that. We've got, let's see here, orange soda, cola, grape soda, pop, some more orange soda, and tea.
Tea, please.
We're all out of tea. Soda?
Why are you doing this?
Because they're mean.
Why not divide it up equally?
That would never work. It's not even.
Each of you could get a third of Roosevelt.
I want the mustache.
I wanted the mustache.
Okay, Max gets Roosevelt's mustache, Specs gets the glasses, Peepers, you get an ear and both nostrils.
That just leaves me with the forehead.
All right then, Whizzer, we'll throw in Crazy Horse, but that's my final offer.
It's not even finished.
This will never work. It's just like last time.
Stay dry, Whizman.
Alright, so we also have to figure out that. So we have to deal with Lincoln, the soda poppers, and that, so.
Stand aside, pal. The president needs to get into the war room.
I'm afraid that's not allowed, sir.
Perhaps you didn't hear our advisor. We would like to see our war room.
No can do, sir. Orders.
From who?
You can't tell the president what to do. Let us into that room.
Just following orders, sir. No exceptions.
We are most definitely not amused.
Until I hear from Chuckles, my superior officer. I'm to guard this door.
Your superior officer is riding on the shoulder of a 20-foot tall Abraham Lincoln statue that's destroying Washington.
It's covered in the contingency plan, sir.
I'm surprised they have that.
Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir. I can't let anyone into the room. No exceptions.
We have to start a war, huh?
Max says you can take a vacation.
We will make an exception just this once.
Thank you, sir, but no can do. I can only take a vacation on federal holidays.
Yeah, so.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
So now we got the answer to the calendar. We just have to make it a national holiday and he'll leave. But we don't need the war room yet, so.
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure.
$100 million, huh? So, alright, before I do that, actually, let me go back to Sybil's. I actually forgot to use the listening device on her and see if her dialogue changes now that she's doing the whole carbon dating thing. Let's see. Oh, and obviously you said $100 million.
Where are we going?
Remember another guy who wanted
Shut!
who wanted $100 million for something? Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. So it's all coming in together, folks. But yeah, like I said, this isn't really. You mainly play this game for more for the humor than the puzzles, because most of the puzzles are pretty easy to figure out.
Okay, here's what she said.
Meter maid? Nah. Movie industry executive? Hey, this looks good.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
We've seen that before. Never mind.
I now appoint the Secretary of Labor.
Thanks, but no thanks, Max.
But you've had about a dozen different jobs. You'd be perfect for a cushy cabinet position in charge of the country's labor force.
What do you think my first job was? There's a reason I switched to tattooing.
Oh.
Not a good choice for a cabinet secretary.
He's more of a freelance policeman.
Not a good choice for...
Okay. I thought there'd be a joke about, like, oh, he's the president. Like, why would he want to be both? Or something like that, so. Okay, well, anyway, we have to hit Sybil's with that money, which will make her leave because she'll be...
Where are we going?
She'll be, $100 million, so.
Oh, boy!
So yeah, we're at the part, since obviously we're at near the end of the episode, but this is where all the puzzles obviously kind of get solved and everything like that, so. Alright, what's I do like how there's a pretty smooth transition from the music in this game from one area to the next. And I have to just see if I can get the angle to, ooh. Oh dear. Whoops. Well, that's. I can't even reach the bug.
Hey, Specs. Leader.
Well, that's annoying. I'll have to figure that out later. Cause didn't he like hit on the desk over here? Oops. I'm gonna try highlighting the magazine.
House of Representatives.
I actually don't even know where he went off to. I thought he was on the chair somewhere. Maybe I missed it somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Okay, here's what he said.
Those incompetent brothers of mine are messing everything up. What? I didn't say anything.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, let me, Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention earlier. I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was on the chair. I don't know why I thought that, so.
Okay, here's what he said.
Specs thinks he's so smart. We'll see who's the smart one once the Fargo militia comes to town.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, finally get Wizard.
Okay, here's what he said.
Oh, artificial grape. And Sheriff?
Oh, that's the same. Never mind. Okay. Let's budget Sybil's place.
Hey, look, Max. It's the
What a delightfully random.
Hey, look, Max.
And really hitting those
What a delightfully random.
don't actually do. There's no jokes or anything that come about that. It's just he does it. So. Okay, so Sybil's has been, and apparently with the power of magic and game time, it immediately gets put into place. Who knew you could just throw $100 million just at things? But that's the American government for you. We throw money at crap all the time. So
back to the
shotgun.
Now you're probably wondering, why do we need the carbon dating thing? Well, one, because it's mentioned, so obviously it means it's important. But two, it'll be part of another puzzle later. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that there's graffiti on the side. Now it says love is for suckers and Abe Lincoln must die on there after the whole incident with Lincoln.
Sybil left the door unlocked. She's probably living it up on some tropical island on the taxpayer's dime.
I bet she's getting abducted in some sleazy nightclub, then sold into a white slavery ring, forced to do unspeakable things for a power-mad despot, before narrowly escaping his volcano-top lair with only one of her kidneys left.
Don't be such a pessimist, Max.
Sorry, Sam. It's just no fair. We're stuck here working, and she gets to have all the fun.
We'll see her later. Well,
it's Sybil's carbon dating machine.
Yoink. Alright, now we can hit stuff with the carbon dating. There's a specific one we have to use it on, so, but... Oops.
I don't want to know how old that is. Sybil must have read her machine wrong. It says this tiki is only 10 years old.
I thought that price tag on the bottom looked suspicious.
Yeah.
Odd. Max, have you been dieting? I don't want to know how...
Okay. I don't remember a lot of stuff that you can actually hit with the machine, to tell you the truth. I think a lot of stuff doesn't...
It's 8 years old. Poor little guy was probably heading to his 8th birthday party when he got shot, stuffed, mounted, and sold in a tacky souvenir store.
No, he's got that haunted look about him. I bet he offed himself and donated his body to taxidermy.
You see the bright side in everything, Max. I don't want to know how old...
Yeah, it's only obvious stuff that needs to be...
I don't want to...
Unfortunately, I don't remember. There's quite a few things you could check with this, but I don't remember all the options on that one, so... The obvious solution is, remember Moscow mentioning his wieners? What? Why is everyone laughing? Alright, so yeah, Sybil's gone. I'm trying to remember if there's anything in the office we could check with that. I think there's only like a handful of things we can actually look up here with the carbon dating device.
This thing says Hubert is 16 years old.
I wondered why he was acting all sullen and unresponsive.
This thingamajig says these donuts are only a year old.
It must be using the calendar of the donut mold people's burgeoning civilization.
That is the only logical explanation. Mr. Spatula is only 1 year old, but this thing says he's 2. Oh no, I forgot his birthday.
Don't bother. I put a piece of cake in there one time and he didn't seem to like it.
How dare you not like cake?
I don't want to know. I don't want.
That's what I thought. A lot of these are pretty obvious that there's not going to be anything for it.
I don't want.
Yeah, the ones I clicked on were the pretty obvious ones, but like I said, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Wow, it says that Leonard is only 19 years old.
Let that be a cautionary tale to the kids about spending too much time in casinos.
I was about to say 19. Holy crap.
It says Jesse James's hand is only 14 years old.
I don't believe that.
And then whose hand is it? A 14-year-old?
I don't want to know how old. I don't want to know. I don't want.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit Max again.
Fine, Max.
Okay. That's it for the office. Oh yeah, I forgot you could hit that. Okay, well anyway. I mean, all it does is just turn off the lights, but you know. Outside, I think Hugh's the only character we can hit with this thing too. So, like I said, it's usually pretty obvious. I could hit every single thing with it, but sometimes you have to play pretty, like you have a general idea of like what the game makers are thinking when they do stuff like this. So,
I don't want to know.
Okay.
That's weird. It says his age is burnt sienna.
That is weird. He doesn't look a day over taupe.
Alright, well, let's go to Bosco's, because this is where we have to get our money for that one item of his.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want.
Oh, really? Huh. Alright.
Oh, Mr. President, please do not execute me.
Where are we going to find $100 million?
I could donate my body to some.
Okay. They don't mention the.
Need any items for your administration, El Presidente?
I have a meeting with the Israeli ambassador this afternoon, Sam. I was thinking of getting some boiled shrimp, pressurized cheese, and pork rinds.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Oh.
I guess we should get back to.
If you don't get why that's funny, just look up the religion.
Hey, Bosco.
Okay.
We'll catch you.
Oh, he said Das Vidania. He said we'll catch you on the flip side. So, sorry. How old is Bosco?
What is that? Keep that away from me.
Relax, Bosco. It only tells how old you are.
Why do you need to know that? Did someone send you to find out how old I am?
Sheesh, never mind.
That's your problem with dating, Sam. You give up too easily.
I don't want to. I don't. This coffee is over a month old.
It's slow roasted for premium taste and maximum viscosity.
Yeah, most of the stuff, well, not all the stuff, but a good deal of things in here can be hit with the gun.
I don't want to know how. I don't want to know how. The nachos are from the early 90s, but I can't get a reading on the cheese.
I don't think it's organic, Sam.
Ugh.
I don't want to know. I don't want.
Okay. Alright, let's also hit him with the ribbon.
We would like to appoint thee Secretary of Homeland Insecurity.
I am wanting no part of your corrupt Yankee administration.
Who wouldn't want a cushy government job?
Oh, I get it now. You want me right where you can keep your eye on me.
Your paranoia is sucking all the fun out of this presidency, Bosco.
Yeah, I guess so. So, Alright, let's hit him with the actual thing.
Well, Bosco, by my readings, these weenies date from the early Cretaceous period.
Da! Special bargain for you! Still tasty, half off today only.
You don't understand. Your store is now a national historic place. These weenies are valuable artifacts.
Really? I mean, of course! In preserving heritage of my peoples. Just how valuable are we talking about here?
We'll get back to you on that.
Alright. So now we can now give him part of the registry, which gives him $100 million, which gives us the missile defense system that he was talking about. Or was it the... no, it's not missile defense. Sorry, the truth serum. No, yeah, let's hit this guy.
Hi, Hugh Bliss. Max
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Right. Max would like to give you something.
For your service to the realm, we would like to appoint you Secretary of Magic and Wonder.
Why, thank you, Max. But I'm afraid I can't accept a government job. Oh, I'm a citizen of the universe!
Ah, nuts. Alright, anyway.
Hey, Hugh Bliss. Guess what? I'm the President of the United States.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Alright.
Stay colorful.
Yeah, just to get the line that he says he's president, that's pretty much it, so.
Where are we going, Sam?
Yeah, back to the White House again.
We're off to...
Oh, boy.
We're almost there, folks. We are almost there, so. But I do like this chapter a lot, so it's not... So I don't mind messing around for a little bit.
I don't want to know how old...
No.
I don't want to...
Thought that'd be obvious, so. Let's see.
Not a good choice for a cabinet sec... Not a good...
Okay, that would be funny if that's the case. Okay, there's something there. Okay, back inside. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Let's hit the budget again. Not sure what does Max say anything new now. Okay.
I'm glad we...
Keep it.
Hey, look, Max. It's the pre...
What a delightfully random and convenient...
Now we hit Bosco's with this. Okay, let's see. Let's hit the Poppers with this.
Specs, Max has a surprise for you.
We would like to appoint you Secretary of Anal Retention.
Thank you, Mr. President, but I've already got a job I love.
I guess he loves being governor, so... I guess, depending on the situation, that might be a step down, actually.
It's your lucky day, peepers.
We would like to appoint you Secretary of Wide-Eyed Unrealistic Optimism.
I can't accept that. I've got a state to govern.
At least they respect the people voting for their positions instead of some governors who would just immediately jump off the bandwagon as soon as they get the chance.
Hey, Wizard, Max has something special for you.
Is it a soda?
Even better! We now appoint you Secretary of Incontinence.
Oh, well, thanks, but I've got to focus on being governor and stopping soda abuse.
That's a good cause, I guess.
Not a good choice.
Okay, alright. Alright, let's hit people with the carbon dating gun.
Wow, Superball, you're 41 years old?
That's correct, sir.
You don't look a day over 25. What's your secret?
I spend a lot of the day motionless in front of the door, sir. Keeps me young.
You think it would?
I don't want... I don't want...
Actually, I'm kind of surprised some of the stuff we can't actually hit with this thing. But I think it only probably have only so many lines of dialogue to hit with, so...
Wizard's 35 years old.
You're never too young for adult undergarments, Wizard.
I wouldn't need them if people would stop giving me sodas.
Says here, Specs is 35 years old.
And still in short pants. Sad, really.
It says Peepers is 34 years old. Wait a second, I thought you three were triplets.
That's right.
How come you're a year younger than the other two?
It was a very prolonged labor.
Oh, geez, poor woman. Actually, I wonder, can you hit the bug with this? Hold on. I wonder if you can hit the bug with the carbonate thing. I hope it doesn't. They probably don't have anything for it, but let's see. Probably not, but I thought I'd check anyway.
I don't want to know.
Okay, I didn't think they had anything for that. I'll just skip through that. I don't care about that. Let's see. I hit them all with the. Okay, let's hit Speedball with the ribbon.
Max, I mean His Excellency El Jefe Maximilian I, Intimidator of the Realm, has a special surprise for you. Better get those handkerchiefs ready. This could get sentimental.
Agent Superball, we have decided to reward you for your excellent service to your country, for your unwavering commitment to preventing us from being where we most desperately needed to be, for your unerring devotion to being a constant hindrance in our task. For all these things and more, we now dub thee Superball.
And let's see, Meat and Cheeses, Mysterious Gaseous Emissions, Secretary of the Interior, in charge of guarding the war room door.
Secretary in charge of guarding the war room door.
Max, no.
Oh, right. Secretary of Defense, whatever. So we have spoken, so it shall be.
All hail Max.
I'm overwhelmed, sir. I don't know what to say.
Now run along to a cabinet meeting.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
You've got to be kidding me.
I still have my orders.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, so, and we can also pull it off.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
That was fun!
I always kind of feel bad for doing that, so, alright.
Max, I mean His Excellency El Jefe. Better get those handkerchiefs.
Agent Superball, we have to, for all these things, Secretary of Meats and Cheeses.
All hail Max.
Okay, I thought there was extra dialogue for that, so. The point is we wanted to be a secretary because we want to set it to this day at some point. Not right this second, but.
We now declare today, April 3rd, the beginning of Passover. Shalom, let my people go. Oh boy! We now declare today, April 8th, Easter Sunday.
Christ, we'd better start hiding eggs on the White House lawn.
Already did it, Sam.
Max, are these the eggs that are made of metal and shaped like a pineapple and have a pin in them?
Don't be silly, Sam. I took the pins out first.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy!
That'll be explosive.
We now declare today, April 22nd, Earth Day.
People of America, take this day to ignore all practical concerns and devote all your attention to one day of crackpot extreme environmentalist activism, which you'll forget about for the rest of the year.
People of Berkeley, California, keep up the good work.
Yeah, that's all correct.
Oh boy!
Oh, looks like there's a glitch there.
We now declare today, April 27th, Arbor Day.
Everybody go outside today and hug a tree.
Hug nothing. This year I'm hoping to get to second base.
Ooh la la, how scandalous.
Oh boy! We now declare today, April 26th, Secretary's Day.
That's supposed to be Administrative Professionals Day.
Wow, Sam. When I picked you for vice president, I didn't know you were such a politically correct bleeding heart liberal.
All right then, Secretary's Day.
As it should be. Alright, anyway. Anyway, let's head to Bosco so we can get the True Serum from him. Yeah, I don't know why I said the missile defense system. He is not selling that. But now that we've given him $100 million for being a property,
where are we going?
We can now get that True Serum
Back to the
off of him.
shotgun.
This might end up being a long episode, so I probably could have spaced it out a bit better, but because we had so much new stuff to interact with, I couldn't cut out much in the way of time, so maybe I should have made some previous episodes longer. Oh well. Most of these types of games are usually on a case-by-case basis, so I sometimes I wing it when it comes to how long I want to play something like that, so.
Hello, Comrade Bosco.
Hail to the chief! I don't know how you guys did it, but I just got a huge check from the government.
You earned it, Bosco. It's not easy to perfectly preserve weenies that predate the discovery of fire.
Not to mention the teeming microcosm growing in the bathroom. We're considering making it a national wildlife preserve.
Now I can finally finish my satellite defense system.
So we can have the truth serum?
Sure. Let me dig it up from the labs.
This is a bottle of vodka.
What the products? Trust me, trust me. Get a couple of shots of that in somebody, and they'll tell you all their secrets.
Thanks, Bosco.
Truth serum is just getting someone drunk. That's funny. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, there's still some issues. Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I still find that funny. That's just,
hey, Bosco.
Just get someone drunk.
We want to buy something.
He's evil, but...
Okay. Never mind. Okay.
Nothing.
Didn't think there was anything extra, so...
See ya.
Okay. So, let's go back to the office again. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, there's a little bit of, that in this game, but that's not a big deal.
I hope Giant Robo-Lincoln doesn't make it all the way to our street.
If he showed up here, that would mean he'd already destroyed New Jersey.
Well, at least there's that to look forward to.
You know, if they didn't say it, I would have said it.
Okay, let's go.
And nothing of value was missed. Actually, I know nothing about New Jersey. It's just... I heard that's a joke in like,
where are we
that
going,
area
Sam?
where everyone makes fun of New Jersey.
Where?
Oh, boy.
That's one of those types of jokes you hear from the zeitgeist and from people who live in that area. More from New Yorkers, but...
What do we do?
Well, I just took office, and a giant robotic Abraham Lincoln is rampaging through the streets of Washington, enslaving the populace. The answer's clear. We have...
Okay, never mind. I thought I'd...
Okay.
I was double checking something, so... Okay. Okay, we need to give... Oh, right,
Truth serum's only useful on people not telling the truth. Truth serum...
well, alcohol can be for anyone, but, yeah. Oops.
Care for a drink?
Thank you, sir, but I'm not allowed to drink while on duty.
Yeah. Can't get him drunk. Not that he's really lying about things, so...
Care for a drink?
No thanks. I'm on an all-carb diet. No liquids.
So, no water? What?
Care for a drink?
Thanks, but I'm not thirsty.
But there is one person that's thirsty, so... Now we forgot to see if, dang it, I keep forgetting to do this. I always get a new item and I forget to check 2 people that should have done it. Like Bosco immediately there afterwards, and then, Hugh,
Whee! Where are we going, Sam? Shut...
Yeah, Hugh Bliss, yeah, sorry. I was trying to think of the name for a second. It's like Hugh Bliss and Bosco. Because we get rid of it as soon as we give it to the person we actually want to give it to, so...
If you really want to prove you're legit, I challenge you to take a swig of my truth serum.
Truth serum? What is truth but the illusion of non-illusion?
So you won't take it?
Oh, I don't drink. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't drink either. I'm a teetotaler, or teetotaler, however you pronounce it. Basically, that just means a fancy word of saying you just don't drink alcohol.
Truth serums.
Yeah.
Care for some vodka, Bosco?
No.
I knew he wasn't really a Russian.
There is actually a reason why a lot of Russians drink vodka. It's because vodka doesn't freeze at sub-zero or at 0 degrees, sub-zero temperatures or whatever. It takes a lot more for it to freeze. So in like places like Siberia, where it hits easily like
where are we going,
20
Sam?
or something like that, or 30, something like that.
We're off to the White House.
That's one of the few things they can actually drink, because with water they would have to like melt it, and you know that's all these resources to do that. But if you have a liquid that already does that, then you just do that. Unfortunately, you know, it's alcoholic, so. Okay, well anyway, we want to give the truth serum to Wizard. That's who we want to hit him with. So.
Care for a drink?
It's soda, right? You brought more soda.
Sure, why not?
Wow! That's got more kick than the other ones. Thanks, Sam and Max. You guys are my best friends.
Now, can we get back to the deliberation?
What's the point? You still think people's idea is stupid.
Stupid? You never told me you thought my idea was stupid.
He said your idea of adding Herbert Hoover hugging the 4 other presidents was the stupidest thing he'd ever heard.
Well, it is. Hoover wasn't even a president, which means he certainly wasn't the most loving of all the presidents.
Well, at least I didn't suggest putting a parking garage in George Washington's forehead, like some four-eyed freaks I know.
You little...
You big...
Of course you realize this means war!
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 What's this I hear? What wondrous thing is this? The DEFCON klaxon's ring, a flashing light above the door. There's just one thing it could mean. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good it's for? Good for you. Good for you. It's good for me. Oh, war. What is it good for? What is it good for? It strengthens the economy. It shows the world that we've got stones and carriers with fighters run for war. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good it's for? Good for you. It's good for me. It's good for you. It's good for me. Oh, war. Oh, what is it good for? Oh, it strengthens the economy. Oh, lengthy battles and incumbents dream, because it can't change horses in midstream. For bombs and guns and so much more, we celebrate the joys of war. For bombs and guns, and so much more, we celebrate the joys of war.
Well,
let's not do that again.
That was awesome! Yep, there's the staple of my channel after all these years. That's probably my most watched videos, the song I put on there for the war song, and it is a very catchy song, and that's probably why it makes my favorite episode of the Save the World. It just happens all of a sudden. They just start singing. I mean, we should have expected it from the Mafia song, but yeah, that's it's just an unexpected surprise. Definitely has a My Python feel on that. So, all right. So now that it's war, we can go in, right?
Hey, Soups. Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir.
Yeah, he won't listen no matter what.
Secretary Superball, the President would like you to take a memo.
To people of the planet Earth, we know what you've been doing. Cut it out. Hugs, your nuclear arsenal-wielding leader, etc., etc.
Did you get all that?
No pencil, sir.
Nuts.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Right.
But anyway, now that Secretary's Day, we could actually have a booth of room, because that's what we need to get in the war room, so.
What are we doing here, Max?
I keep getting whiny memos about the giant robotic Abraham. Okay. I guess we'd better do.
Okay, never mind. Okay, let's have him lead the room. So now he's the secretary. We can have him go on a vacation.
Today is Secretary's Day. You have to take the day off.
It's the law, Jack.
A vacation? Permission to weep openly, sir.
Not just granted, but encouraged.
The forces of bureaucracy win again.
I love this country.
All that red tape. All right, let's head into the war room.
Look, Max, in the White House garden pond. It's Jimmy Two-Teeth.
We often allow lobbyists to use the pool, Sam.
Jimmy's a lobbyist now? What's he lobbying for? Cheese interests?
Affordable health care for the aged and underprivileged, Sam. He's a lot more multifaceted than you give him credit for.
I'm surprised you even remember that, Max.
Is the war room everything you thought it would be?
And more! The motivational posters were a nice touch.
You don't have to be hell-bent for wanton destruction to work here, but it helps.
Oh yeah, be willing to punch that butt, baby.
Just think, an entire arsenal of nuclear weapons all at our command.
It's like Christmas, my birthday, and the Book of Revelations all rolled into one.
What would you like to do now, Mr. President?
I believe the first action of any new commander-in-chief should be the violent obliteration of those who ran against him.
Should we start with Lincoln?
Let's do. Nader amuses me, so I'm saving him for last.
We've got to stop Lincoln's mind-enslaving rampage.
If only we had a stockpile of nuclear missiles at our command.
Yeah, if only.
Let's get back to war.
That's music to my long, fluffy white ears.
Max has probably been wanting to do this his whole life.
The Civil War in the Dakotas seems to be escalating, Max.
Let them thin out the overpopulation of moose and strip malls for a few weeks, and then we'll step in.
Yeah, Moose bumped his sister once. Don't like him.
It looks like Bismarck has fallen to the West Dakotan militia.
Oh no! That will wipe out the country's crucial snow and slush reserves.
Your compassion for your people is heartwarming, Mr. President. There's a growing insurgency around Fargo to repel the South Dakotan occupation.
What a senseless waste of human life. Hey, do you think these screens get cable?
Maybe.
There's a growing insurgency around
Okay.
What a senseless... Hey,
Whoops.
There's a growing
Come on. I was trying to get over. There we go.
There's a growing insurgency.
Oh, okay, it's the same for both. Never mind. Cookies.
It's a plate of fancy cookies.
For the discriminating general with a sweet tooth and a taste for vengeance.
Hey, there's gourmet coffee, in case the idea of war makes you insufficiently jittery.
I'm plenty juiced just being in here. Let's blow stuff up.
That's what I say every day.
It's a plate of
For the
Okay, let's see if there's other dialogue there. There's the presidential seal. There's the targeting computer.
What to do in time of war. Select target, press fire. That's all it says.
Nuke the crap out of them. That's our next
These
plan.
must be for the Joint Chiefs and other quasi-important hoo-has.
Nice screensaver.
Yeah, Operation Nuke the crap out of your house.
Looks like a remote homing beacon in the frigid Antarctic.
So peaceful. So serene.
Want to blow it up?
You have to ask?
Let's do it.
Dinner special tonight? Penguin flambe.
Who would have suspected the Washington Monument is really a self-replenishing supply of intercontinental ballistic missiles?
It's good to see it used for something more useful than corny innuendo for once.
I wonder if this will have a significant impact on our delicate ecosystem.
Absolutely. My ego is bigger already.
Alright, next target. Ooh.
The homing beacon to the Kremlin doesn't seem to be working. It was probably turned off in the spirit of Glasnost.
More likely those lazy commie bastards forgot to change the batteries.
Lazy former commie bastards, Max.
Yeah, yeah, for now.
There's no beacon for the missile to lock onto.
Nuts.
And we'll just have to do this the slow way. Lock and load, Sam! We're off to Red Square!
Some other time, little buddy.
Red or square? Krypton.
It's the distant, peaceful world of Krypton.
They mock us with their utopian society of crystal cities and absentee parents. They must be exterminated!
Alright, time to create a Superman.
This'll teach him to put me in the Phantom Zone. You will bow down before me! Aww.
Better pull up a chair, little buddy.
26 million years. This game's awesome. There's Bosco.
Well, what do you know? Bosco was right. The government really has been targeting his store for destruction.
Won't he be glad when we tell him?
What do you say we keep this to ourselves, Max?
You're right. We don't want to ruin the surprise.
Can we hit the button on that one, though? So, you know.
Attention, Bosco shoppers. Clean up in aisle everything.
Would you look at that? Bosco's satellite defense system actually works.
Well played, Bosco. You're safe. But for how long?
I think it's funny. A guy that's been sort of helping us this whole time. We were willing to destroy him. I don't know if there's any extra dialogue if you do it multiple times. I think it's the same thing, if I recall. The fact that he actually made something like that is kind of amazing, actually, when you think about it.
This is just a senseless waste of taxpayer dollars.
But it's undeniably fun, Sam.
Well, the government does that all the time. Alright, I think that's it, so. Actually, there's a... I just think there's any other dialogue for that. Unfortunately, you do have to go through the animation. I can't really skip that part, so.
This is just a...
Okay.
But it's
Let's see.
Apparently, once we've shot them, there's no longer a homing beacon for the missiles to lock onto.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We've already got a missile on the way there. We can't fire the missile.
Okay, let's get off here. Alright, so now that we've done that, basically we needed to figure out that there was a homing beacon on where Bosco's. So we need to go there to get it. You probably know why, if you haven't already figured it out. Okay. I don't think he has any new dialogue from... Okay.
I'm glad.
Keep it.
Alright, time to head to Bosco's to get that beacon. Yeah, like I said, this... well, maybe I'll talk about that when we hit the credits. But,
where are we going, Sam?
I think the reason why I like this game so much is, or this episode so much is because of one of the jokes, and I get a lot of the jokes because a lot of it's political humor that I get, and it makes fun of America, politics, and stuff like that a lot, which is always a fun thing to do amongst other things. Yeah, I don't know. They were pretty spot on with the humor here. Although Steve Purcell is also American, so he gets a lot of humor too. So it really hits. It might not work. It might not be as funny for.
Hey, Bosco. Tell us about the...
I'm working on my... Once I get funding for it, it'll be able to shoot down any ICBMs targeted at the store.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay. Well, you already got that started.
Look, stuck to the camera. That must be the homing beacon for the intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at Bosco's store.
What was that?
He said, that must be the best price on baby wipes I've ever seen.
Alright, so yeah, it was hiding behind. I think it's you could either pick the sale sign or the camera to get the same thing. Actually, do these have a...
I don't want to know how old that... I don't...
Okay, didn't think so. Whoops. Alright, now we have to go after Lincoln. So, now we can do it. We could have done it before, but there's nothing we would have been able to handle with it because we didn't have the beacon on us, so...
That would hardly be sporting. It might be fun to blow that to smithereens, but I think I'll choose another missile target. That would hardly...
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much the same on a lot on all that, so...
Where we go?
Alright, after Lincoln.
After that rampaging Lincoln.
Yes!
Well, he wasn't hard to find.
Just had to follow the trail of broken campaign promises.
That's pretty profound for a high-speed car chase, Max.
I like to think I transcend genre conventions, Sam.
Alright. Well, we have to throw the beacon at it, but we could also go to, obviously, the office in the White House, so...
We have you surrounded, Abe! Pull over and let's discuss this!
Lincoln smash!
He's a testy little emancipator, isn't he?
Abraham Lincoln, you sit down and behave yourself right this minute!
I will destroy you.
Calm down and maybe we can find you a good cabinet position.
Unacceptable!
Just as well, Max. It would cost a fortune to feed that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lincoln! Pacify your soul through the magic of prismatology!
Well, you found the one thing he and I agree on.
We have you surrounded, Abe!
He's a testy emancipator, isn't he?
The bullets have no effect!
He's made of marble, Max, and fueled by rage. It's Lincoln we need to stop at this point. My gun just isn't big enough to stop him. My gun just isn't big enough to stop him.
Alright, let's do the actual thing. Hit him with the beacon.
Nice toss, Max. We better act fast before he manages to knock off the beacon.
Or choose his own back off to escape.
Alright, back to the White House. Alright, this is it. So, and ready for the perpetual Abe Lincoln must die. We are now ready to activate that objective that's been staying with us since the beginning of this whole thing. Though we didn't actually know about it till the last episode. But, you know, hey. Alright, let's do this. Well, hopefully I got most of the jokes and random humor in the game. I think I got most of it. There's probably like a handful of lines that I missed from like random like cooking and stuff, but I hope I got everything. So, yeah, overall, this episode's easily my favorite just because of the jokes, humor, and everything with that, and the obvious joke of Max becoming the president of the United States, which is probably obvious that was going to happen. So
looks like the targeting beacon is still stuck on Lincoln.
This is a pretty impressive temper tantrum, Sam. At this rate, he'll have enslaved all of D.C. and most of Baltimore by tomorrow morning.
Egads, you're right, Max. Still, I think we should stop him.
We haven't got anything better to do.
Nope. Alright. So, with that out of the way, and this whole political episode done, because back after this we'll go back to, well, there'll still be political stuff, but we'll go on to something different after that. So, alright folks, you know, if you've ever wanted to take out a person of political power before, but never was going to do it in real life, obviously, then this is the next best thing. Alright, Abe Lincoln must die.
Mr. President?
Don't mind if I do.
Quick, let's go.
Shouldn't we revel a little?
We don't want to miss this.
You'll all do my bidding. I am the most powerful presidential monument ever created!
That was better than feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade days.
We broke 2 presidents in one afternoon.
A personal best.
Well, it looks like the country is saved, at least from mass hypnosis. What do you want to do now?
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun, but I was thinking we could treat ourselves to some chocolate-frosted gut bombs and then have a little target practice down at the Smithsonian.
Sam, you're my best friend.
Agent Chuckles, report. Query status. Lincoln Gambit, 4-7. Query not acknowledged and acceptable timeout parameters. Error. 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 Error.
Well, since you already heard the song, I could talk through it. But yeah, it plays the "It's War" song, musical notes on there. So that's it for Abe Lincoln Must Die. I think most people consider this the best episode out of the whole Save the World game of Sam and Max. Some people like the last episode, but I think this one, just the jokes hit a lot better, at least from an American standpoint. Just overall, better flow. I mean, the previous episode was pretty good on puzzles. This one was actually pretty solid on puzzles too, in terms of like how you solve everything. Nothing too complicated, easy to figure out. Pretty good flow, despite the absurdity of the series overall. Jokes and the musical number is what really kicks this episode in the high sphere. The war was a good for, just a great joke overall. So yeah, Yeah, with that, with the Lincoln destroyed, we now have, looks like Chuckles really wasn't the, maybe he was working for the big evil hypnotizer, so we'll find out, what's going on with that next time on that. Yeah, I hope I found all the jokes in it, because like I said, most of the jokes in this episode are pretty solid overall. I was mentioning before that really, a lot of the jokes probably don't work as well. Actually, I don't know if that's up still, Max President. I'm checking to see if it's still up. They probably stopped paying the thing for it. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to. Yeah, nothing's going on here. So I guess they don't don't have it anymore. Yeah, I guess there was a whole joke about that on Telltale's website or whatever. Apparently it was a thing, but yeah, it's not up anymore. So, yeah, sorry if my voice sounded a little bit weird. I was turning away from the mic for that one. So it probably would have been funnier if I checked this out at the time when the game eventually came out. But, yeah. But anyway, that's it for Sam and Max Save the World. Abe Lincoln Must Die. The world is in a better place, but is it because Max is now the president? And who was that voice that was talking to Chuckles there? We'll find out next time in Episode 5 of Sam and Max Save the World in Reality 2.0. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.